Hi, everyone. Hello. Welcome back
Welcome back to another one.
to another Yeah Sure podcast episode. We're in
Yes.
season 2, right? Want to chat?
Yeah, sure. Technically, we're season 1 still.
Oh,
Just
really?
because I want to fill up the episode list before we bump
Oh,
into season 2, so I'm just carrying on.
okay. That's cool. I like season 1s of shows. They're usually better.
Yeah, when you have like a 40 season
Yeah, exactly.
or 40 episode,
40 episodes,
40
yeah. I was like, damn, which show did we watch that had 40 seasons?
season.
Real Housewives of Beverly Hills felt like it had 40 seasons when I watched it. What a
One
show.
episode made you feel like that. Yeah.
So how are you doing?
I'm good. I'm sore. We did this thing last night.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. It's called Activate. It's basically like physical arcade. So
Yeah.
they have like these games, you like jump on stuff. It's a lot of work.
It's like laser, grid, like you gotta grab the ball, put it, spell this, hide from the eye. It was so many different things, and it
Move
was
here, move there.
yeah, and it was like physical.
Yeah.
So we did that with a few of our friends. It was really fun.
And then we went to a Peruvian restaurant.
Oh,
that was pretty sick.
It was really good.
First time having Peruvian food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think we had like top Peruvian food. So like to have that as our first time, it was pretty good.
I think that sets the bar.
Yeah, for sure.
We had beef heart. I never had beef heart before. Have you?
Yeah. Beef heart?
Like
You
what
mean
calapacho?
cow heart? Why is it called beef
Cow
heart?
heart. Cow heart.
Yeah. Beef is the meat.
Then it was the meat.
Then it's a heart of a cow.
Here's a question. If
Poor
the heart
cow.
of a cow is cow heart, would it be called beef? Beef
No.
heart?
Because it's
Beef
not its
steak.
flesh. It's the heart. Oh my God, I can't believe I tried that. Now I'm so sad. Moving on from this
crazy.
sad topic.
I didn't realize they had so much corn. That corn tastes like lubia.
Lubia?
Yeah.
Oh, really? Which is green beans.
Lima beans. Oh, no. What's the other one? The big one that you guys have that I hate. Because I hate.
In Gorma sabzi?
No. It's that polo that has the beans in it. It's not
The white one that has the
it's
the black thing on it? Oh, no. Lubia polo. No. Yeah, lubia polo. The big lubias. Like lubia polo bamaiche. With muscles. That we both don't like.
Okay.
Yeah. That one, right?
I think so.
Why say okay? It's a yes or no question.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's also an answer.
I don't know.
Today we set up our house and put our Christmas lights and our Christmas tree up.
So basically, Tina said, I want to set up the Christmas decorations. And I was like, I don't want to. She's like, you have to, and you have to watch me do it.
Yeah, I said you don't have to do it with me.
But I have to watch.
But you have to sit there and like
watch and support.
And because it's like a family thing. You want to do it together. But I don't necessarily like care if someone helps me put it together. I just want the person there. You know what? You should feel lucky.
It was a cute restriction.
That I want you there.
It was a cute restriction. Get out of here.
You should.
Funny, man.
Yeah. No, because the way I said it, I was like, and you have to watch me do it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
you know what he did the whole time? Vacuumed all the sparkles. Like he vacuumed 6 times.
Oh my gosh.
And I wasn't even done. Like usually you wait, and you vacuum at the end.
They need to lay off the glitter.
Yeah.
Straight up. Like there's too much glitter on Christmas decorations. There doesn't need to be that much.
Has it always been like that?
I never noticed it. I
was just going to say.
I never owned a house.
I was just going to say maybe it's the stuff I pick. They all have glitter. Like look at my eyelids right now.
It's probably the glitter from the ground, from the Christmas decorations.
I thought you were going to say the glitter. Like, I got glitter from there. No, I thought you were going to say it was my eyeshadow glitter.
Oh, the glitter.
That's just on the floor everywhere. Yeah, so our house looks so cozy. Maybe we can have an episode just like we did in our...
Canopy,
did we even use that one? The canopy one?
Yeah, we did. I'm pretty sure we did. Yeah, we did.
It's like a video?
It's on YouTube, yeah.
It is?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
It is.
I don't think
You
it
want me to
would.
validate that right now?
We both reached for our phones.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought the audio didn't work and we didn't do it. Anyways, as
Oh,
James is,
maybe.
yeah,
We have stuff on
clearly, just like always, I'm correct.
garbage.
It's not there, right?
I don't know. Hold on.
It's not. Was it a test we did? You can look at, okay, you can look it up while
It's not
I
there.
say,
It's not there.
yes, I was right.
It should be, but it's not.
No, I remember something was wrong with it. And you didn't like it.
The audio. I didn't push record or something.
Oh, yeah.
On something. I didn't
That's
push
so
record,
funny. And then we had that canopy from February to like May.
Yeah, before we took it down.
And then we took it down. We did our podcast and we took it down. And then James is like, oh, I didn't have audio. So we couldn't even redo it. That's so
Useless.
funny. Yeah. Okay. We're sorry. Our intros are so long.
Yeah,
You know
we're
what I
just
mean?
talking.
Yeah. We talk too
We gotta
much.
catch up with you guys.
Yeah, exactly. What were we going to talk about today?
I don't know. Some country singer who's loose cannon.
Yes. Okay, so I am going to share like a influencer who was dating a country singer's like relationship drama, because there is a thing to it that I would like to know you guys' opinion on and also James's opinion on. And basically there's a girl named Brianna, and she was dating a country singer.
What was his name?
Not sure.
Come on, you gotta know that.
I think people know. Her name is Brianna Chicken Fry. She actually changed her name to that.
Why?
I don't know. There's like a story to it, but yeah, that one.
Okay, let's see. Let's find out. X.
He's a country singer. Brooke? No, that's a girl's name. Jessie?
I don't know. Continue. I'll find out.
Okay, so yeah, we should have done this beforehand.
You should know this.
I knew it. I just forget. I'm so bad with names. But anyways, they were dating for 2 years.
Bryan?
Zach Bryan.
Oh, I know that guy.
You do?
Yeah.
You even saw his picture and you say you don't know him.
I know his songs. Like, I've heard his songs.
Are they good?
No, well.
Yeah.
I don't like country personally. So.
Same. So, anyways, they start dating. They're dating for 2 years, and then all of a sudden, everybody sees on social media that Zach Bryan has posted in his stories that we have amicably, like both of them decided to break up. I still have so much love and respect for her, stuff like that. And then like a day later, she puts out a video and she's like, I had no idea we were like broken up. And he broke up with her through the story, so Instagram story. Yeah.
What a guy.
I know. So there's like more to the story. Like they had broken up a week before and then gotten back together.
How long were they together?
2 years.
2 years, okay.
Like they were gonna get married. He bought them a house beside her parents' house. Like a lot of stuff like that. Have you seen that video on Instagram where it's like they're making fun of guys who are about to ghost a girl and the stuff they say to the girl before they ghost her? Have you seen it? They're like, I really like to meet your grandma. And then like they're holding the person's hand and they like measure the ring size and they're like, don't look at me like that. You're a marrying type. It says the guy who ghosts you like a day before the guy who ghosts you.
Oh, he's talking about marriage.
Yeah.
Oh,
like all these serious things. I guess that's
Throw you off guard.
Yeah. That's become like a thing now where people, like guys do that to girls. That's so sad.
Yeah.
That's another thing that James and I want to...
these days have been pretty sad.
Yeah. James and I want to talk about that.
Okay, so he was he bought her a house and stuff like that.
Yeah, like they were serious. He bought them a house. No?
Okay.
I don't think so. I don't know these people that much. Like they're not like influencers that I follow, the girl. I just heard about this story and I found it interesting because after she made that video, and I usually see these videos on TikTok. Like TikTok is such a Storytime on TikTok is so much fun. Like I listen to it when I'm doing something. So then she talks about how, I didn't even know that we were breaking up. And she's like, this is so hard for me, blah, blah, blah. This girl is part of a podcast. I don't know if it's called BFFs, I think it's called, with Porknoy. Is one of the guys there, and another guy. It's two guys and a girl. I think it's called BFFs, and then the company is Barstools. That's what it's called.
Okay.
And she basically came on the show and talked about everything. And she was like, I'm not going to talk about things and like bring my relationship out, in public and talk about our like drama. And then she talked about how they broke up, which, I mean, that part of it is like not that interesting. That's not why I'm talking about it. But basically, she said that she had to, his people, because he's a celebrity, right? He's a singer. His PR had to send her something. Now, before I talk about that, I'll tell you how bad of a boyfriend he was to her. So basically, he was controlling, emotionally abusive. These are the things that she's saying, allegedly, right? And she's saying that, like, for instance, she was going to the
Golden Globe.
Golden Globes. Globe and Globes. That's what. And she was wearing like a really nice gold dress, like champagne gold. And he like storied her picture where she's like posing and she's like, I love my girl, something like that, to like show support.
Yeah.
He wasn't there with her. And then that same day, he like texts her during the Golden Globes and says like, I don't want to be with you anymore if you're this kind of a girl wearing clothes like that.
What?
And her clothes are like totally normal.
Really?
Yeah, like it's like a long dress with like a, like a strapless.
Yeah, I'm gonna look up some of the stuff that you're saying.
Yeah,
'cause I want to see. Like,
it's good. Just go Golden Globes dress, and then he unfollows her and all her friends, like childish stuff like that, And then that's the dress.
oh my gosh!
It's just a regular dress.
Wow.
Yeah. It's so weird.
That's so weak.
Doesn't she
I don't
look...
know if you guys can see this, but it's just literally... This is literally the most normal dress.
Yeah.
I don't know. You can't zoom in.
I know. It's crazy.
That's the dress.
Yeah.
That's
normal
very
dress.
normal.
Yeah.
So he was calling her like a whore and stuff like that?
Yeah. It was like, you're a hoe. Like, basically, you're not someone I want to be with. Actually, there was some drama in regards to this with another guy in Hollywood. The guy who made Phil Stutz, the movie that I like.
Okay, yeah.
What's his name?
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill was dating a surfer girl. And so she like posts pictures of herself surfing and in bikinis. Mm-hmm. And he like, there's a voice memo of him yelling at her. Like, you need to take those pictures off. How dare you wear a bikini? Like, stuff like that. Can you believe it?
I don't understand how you can, like, jump into a relationship with someone who's, like, especially at a professional level.
Even if it's not.
Knowing this
you already knew this was part of her life.
Yeah.
You just thought to yourself, later I'll just mess with her and make her uncomfortable. Like, anyway. So same kind of situation here, right?
Okay.
And he controlled her, like... his team controlled what she would post, apparently. These are all alleged, like she's saying all these stuff. And then like all these things that are very controlling. For instance, she said one time we were at his condo in New York and she was like walking down the stairs and she was singing some song by another country singer, I think, or another singer. And it's like, last night we let the liquor talk is the chorus. I don't know this song myself. And then apparently he flipped out and didn't talk to her for like a month. Like, not didn't talk to her, but was fighting with her for a month.
Maybe they were in a fight. And then she did that to get at him.
Yeah, maybe. But the way this is how she said it. Like, I was literally just singing that song coming down the stairs. But yeah, you're right. Yeah. We don't know, right?
Yeah.
But then she's just going on saying all these things. And she said for his tour, she went on his tour with him, right? For the whole whatever length of the tour. And then she had a tour of her own because she's a successful podcaster.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I can't come with you. She's like, I understand. He's like a celebrity. He has things to do. And like...
Where'd she tour? Like U.S.? Or?
U.S., yeah. And then he basically, when she went on a tour, he started like not returning her calls after 2 years of being together seriously. And then like being like, I don't really care about you, fighting over everything, just not talking to her. Meanwhile, she went on on tour with him to support him, you know?
Yeah.
She's like, I put my life on hold to do that. And actually, a lot of girls, we do things like that for love, you know? We support the person so much and we forget about ourselves. And I think that's a mistake we make. We should never forget about ourselves, or the things that we love. Like, put those things aside so we can spend time with the person we love, you know?
I think guys do it too.
Yeah,
But I think
probably.
they do it in the capacity, like Jonah Hill,
Right.
where they're like, it's all good now.
Yeah, and then later, yeah.
You can't take it.
But when a girl really loves a guy, like this girl was saying,
I think when anybody
me.
does, though. When anybody does,
yeah,
they
it's
settle
true.
down, right?
But it's not, if it's a healthy relationship, it's normal, it's fine, right? But when it's like toxic like that, like the one I'm describing, or guys who don't deserve it, or girls who don't deserve it, right? Then it's like you wasted your time for someone and you like said no to your friends or to your hobbies and passion because of a person, and now you've kind of lost
That's
that connection.
Worst. That's the worst, especially when that kind of passion has like an age restriction.
Yeah.
Where sometimes it's too late to start it.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly. Yeah, that for sucks. Sure. Have you ever done that?
Well, I changed like my career path with like what I wanted to do, like in like policing and stuff like that. In the sense that you didn't like it for obviously good reasons, shift work, danger, worry.
Yeah.
But I understood that. I understood that that's not something that because I love you, it's more important for me to be with you than to do the other. Like that
when
career.
we were dating, I told James like I would never marry someone who's a cop or a firefighter. I like to spend time with my partner, and I was honest from the beginning.
But going into this, I had already known from my uncles, because my uncles were Navy SEALs, and they had told me I wanted to do like a military career path.
Yeah.
And I wanted to go like full in, and they said don't.
Yeah.
Don't do both. Don't have a family and do the military. Do one or the other. Have a family, do the family thing, but don't.
Yeah, this is more like making a decision for your life on your own. Yeah, but what I was talking about is like giving up something. You know what I mean? Yeah. For somebody, and then realizing, oh shoot, I shouldn't have done that. That's what I meant.
Well, it would have felt like that if you had been like some crazy woman who...
Right, if we didn't...
Then it would have been like, what the heck? I could have been there. I could have done that.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
That's how it would have...
But, I mean, it could have, I guess, in some sense, if something happened and... Right? It could have.
If you sacrifice that and the relationship fails, I feel like in certain circumstances, in this balance that we've had, that's what I was saying before, like about when I started talking about family and all that. I had already had an understanding that
from your uncles,
this is something that's important to do, either one or the other. So I already had that kind of concept, and I already knew why it was important. And I already grasped that concept and understood it, even though I still felt strongly about doing it. Bless you.
Thank you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Even though I felt strongly about doing it, I still understood the reason why it's important to choose one or the other. So that made it easier to be like, okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is, she doesn't like this. I agree with her. I'm good. I can do whatever. She's going to support me in whatever else I do. And we can have a life. Like, you have to let that go. It's a hard thing, too. But it would be harder if you were, like, just a terrible person. Like, that would suck. You know?
Because you gave up something and you don't have the life that you thought you were going to have, like a loving family. Yeah. If you had a family of chaos and we were fighting and not happy, then it wouldn't be worth it to do that. Yeah, for sure. And a lot of, I don't think from your perspective, even if that was the case and I was a horrible person and we didn't have a good marriage, that you did the wrong thing, you know? You took a risk. That's what you do in relationships, right?
Oh, of course. I wouldn't think, but it's natural to think,
it would just suck.
What a waste of time.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Did you do that for me?
No.
Like there was nothing you...
Like in the beginning?
You gave up marrying a Persian guy?
No. No. And like we didn't start our relationship especially from my end, on anything that I hid from you, like about myself. I was very honest and open, because like there's no point in like lying about certain things you want in somebody, you know?
Yeah.
Like I was actually very, very open in what I wanted. So, and I was hoping
and
what
you didn't want.
Yeah, and what I didn't want. Yeah, exactly. Like I never wanted someone like this and this and this. I said that from the beginning. So no, I didn't. I was myself, and I never felt like you didn't accept me, or even if you didn't accept me, I wouldn't honestly care, or anyone else. It's like, okay, well, that this person doesn't like who I am. That's fine. You know what I mean? Or who I want in a partner. Yeah. So this girl gave up like all these fun things and relationships and friendships in her life to be with this person. And this person was not nice. Like for her birthday, he like basically he had to take 2 days off of his tour to come for her birthday to celebrate it. And she never made him. He just did that because it was her birthday. So out of obligation. And then he would like make her feel bad. Like, oh, now I have to go to your effing birthday. Like, I have to take days off my tour to go to your freaking birthday, you know?
Yeah.
And he got them a house for her family and her friends. And she's like, well, then don't come. Like, it's okay. I understand. And he's like, no, it's your freaking birthday. I have to come, right?
Oh,
and she's like, well, then, yeah. And then she would be like, well, then don't say these things if you feel like you have to come and you want to. I guess, right? So it's just a lot of these type of like conversations are very manipulative. And as a person who loves the other person, you don't realize it, right? Because you're in this place where like there's so much love that you have in your heart. Maybe not even from them, but because you have it, you don't realize. Anyway, so on her birthday, the night of her birthday, he was getting kind of drunk. Apparently, allegedly, he drinks a lot, and she called him even like someone who has a drinking problem. And he started yelling at her friends. Like, even though she went upstairs to like not have to deal with him, she's like, come on, let's go to bed. And her friends are like, it's 11:30, like in half an hour, it's your birthday. Just stay up so we can have champagne and whatever.
Yeah.
She's like, she could sense that he was being like, kind of drunk and something was gonna happen, so she like went upstairs to sleep hoping that he would follow her, but he didn't. She's like, after an hour and a half I woke up to screaming, and I saw him screaming at people.
Wow.
Yeah, like just going off.
He was yelling at other people?
Yeah, he was yelling at her friends, like saying, you guys are mooching off of me, basically, like, and her, like, you're not good friends. You're all like stupid. You don't have careers. Like just dissing people with normal jobs and normal lives. So
maybe they were just being loud and he was trying to sleep.
No, he was drunk and he was loud. I don't know why you're defending this person.
I don't know. Like some of this stuff, like this whole thing seems kind of, it just seems like a bad relationship. Like two people who didn't get along, and then it's just his side of this, her side of the story.
For sure. Now. I'm sure there's two sides.
He probably is a drunk.
But I believe her.
All this, and I probably believe her too, but.
No, I don't probably. Cool? I do believe her. I don't know anything about her. I just don't think these things are that big of a deal for her to make it out. Anyway, there's always two sides to the story. I don't want to just blindly say things, but my vibes from her, and then you understand why. So after all these things, she says that his team offered her an NDA. This is the juicy part. And they told her a certain amount, we'll give you this much money. And then she's like, I don't know. Yeah, but it changes. First, they said a number, which I don't know.
Okay.
And then she was kind of like thinking about it and taking a few days or a day or something. Mm-hmm. And they upped the price to $12 million.
Damn.
They told her, sign this NDA and never talk about this relationship, right? Or like, don't sign it, and then she has freedom to talk about it. And then the first time where she was kind of taking her time, they upped the price to $12 million.
That's some shady money, eh?
Yeah, like why offer so much money? So much. Like
doesn't he have like I think he has a pretty good reputation though.
Maybe that's why.
I think
and I guess
is like.
I was thinking maybe in like the country music
like
world.
$12 million to take down that one-star Google review.
Yeah, exactly. Or there's just things we don't know, right? Because she says like there's a lot of things I'm never gonna talk about. That's what she says. But you never know, with these sort of situations. But basically she said, she thought about it. She was like, 12 million is a lot. I can retire my whole family and myself, like whatever. Or like at least live comfortably, right?
Yeah.
Very, very comfortably. And then she's like, I thought about taking it, but then she said no. She didn't sign the NDA because she just wanted to have her freedom. You know what she said? Yeah, let that sink in. But she said she was sitting. Actually, let me get your reaction to that.
I don't know. I mean, for her not to say it or for her not to take it, it seems like there could be some pretty bad stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But does she seem shook up about it? This relationship?
Yeah, like she's upset. She's sad.
Like upset, but like
she's lost weight. Those are telltale signs. Like
everybody's losing weight. Ozempic.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. But I don't know, $12 million to just and not sign it for freedom. And she said to keep
for her
freedom.
Well, for her to talk about whatever she wants to talk about. Because when you sign an NDA, you can't talk about it unless it's like for criminal cases. Then you have the right. It's
but I feel like a lot of NDAs are just.
I don't know anything about NDAs personally.
Well, NDAs essentially protect that kind of corporation and that image.
Like everything that went on, you can't say. Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't talk about the relationship. Basically,
I would say generally it seems pretty shady, but a lot of it is to like protect ideas and patents and stuff. Those are also in that sense, right?
Celebrities, like they don't want their business out there, right?
Yeah,
that's fine because there's so much. Like you don't want your personal life out there. Nobody does, right? There's a few people. Well, there are lots of people online.
You have an image, right? And that image, if it starts getting off track of what we know, then it becomes almost a monster.
Yeah.
So I think, I don't know, $12 million. And I'm doubtful.
Do you think like that's stupid? She should have.
I see her, you told me
initially,
she wants to speak about whatever she wants. Yeah, I get that. So you have no restrictions. You're not tied to say anything or whatever.
A lot of people just take that, right?
Yeah, that's a lot of people.
That's a lot of money. $12 million.
So far, what you've described from her side, it seems like
who cares to not talk about this, right?
Typical asshole boyfriend.
Yeah.
Who treated you like crap and yelled at your friends and was a drunk.
Yeah, exactly.
And celebrity status.
Not that big of a deal. Like, sure, go ahead and, right?
Not that big of a deal for that life-changing money.
That's why I think
is she making bank right now on everything else anyways?
Not that much money. Not that much money.
Is she a millionaire?
I don't know. But she makes good money. Like her podcast makes her good money. She does tours that like girls, like her fans go and watch her. So it's not like she's poor. She's very comfortable, I would say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You're in images.
Yeah.
Because you're looking at her dress.
Okay, so she's like, that's not bad.
What is she?
Her net worth, like
1.5 to 3 million.
Yeah. So.
But 12 million?
I think that.
Like, right, just like that? Oh, no. 12 million in 3 years. They're going to pay her in 3 years.
Well, that's almost like what she's making on her own now.
Right. But like, it's like an extra income. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think
1.5. She's worth 1.5 million. Let's
see, now that's not even that sweet.
Exactly. Yeah. I guess, you know what?
I mean, to be tied
but
to
it's free money.
If he's an asshole.
She won't be tied to him. She has to never talk about him anymore.
Yeah, but then why didn't she take it? If that's the only caveat that you never have to talk about that
I
again,
think maybe
I would be like, take the money.
This is what she said. She
said
I was sitting behind in the house that he bought for us, a $10 million home that he bought for us to like live in when we get married and have kids. And like they've talked about this kind of stuff with her aunt having tea when this breakup is happening. Okay. And she's like, then I looked at like the view and how beautiful everything is. Wow, I'm in this $10 million home, blah, blah, blah. And then she's like, so what? Like, this is what I'm going to sign. Like, oh, I'm never going to talk about him again just so I can have this. She's like, it's not important to me.
Fair enough.
My free will is more important to me, to be able to talk about it if I want to talk about it. So it's just such a huge thing online. Like, people are talking about how, like, are you dumb? Like, why don't you take it? But I'm with her, to be honest, on that.
I can see
especially if I'm making that much money myself. Why would I want a man to pay me 12 million? You know what I mean? Million.
Yeah.
When I'm making millions myself, even if it's 1 million, when I'm worth 1 million and I'm making, let's say 100K, I don't even care.
Yeah.
It's like, you're kind of selling out. It's about integrity at that point.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It makes sense. Like, it's a power move.
Yeah, it is. It's a G move to not take it, in my opinion. She's like, I want to be able to talk about it. And then I think she kind of referred to situations where, like, sometimes when you take NDAs, then if something happens to somebody else and you have proof to, like, back that person, because you've signed an NDA, you can't. I think she thought about maybe situations like that too.
Yeah, that's actually true. That's a noble move.
Yeah, for sure. Again, I think it would be different if it was like a person who doesn't have any money, right?
Yeah, but she has it, so I feel like she had the clarity to make that decision.
Yeah, but still, I think still 12 million can make even a person who is worth, because it's not that she's making millions a year. That's how much she's worth, 1.5 to 3 million, right?
Her net worth, yeah.
Yeah, her net worth. So anyway, I thought that was so interesting. I wonder what you guys are thinking now, like what you would do. Like I said, even as how much I make now, even just by myself without having a partner, I still wouldn't take it. Because then I'm tied to that person with that money, you know? Like, what, I go to the bank and check the cash every year that he pays? Like, that doesn't feel good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of slimy.
It's like gross. It's like, ew, this person that I love that treated me like shit now is paying me money so I don't talk about him. Screw you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's kind of low.
Yeah, it makes actually the person who takes the money feel like I still
own you.
Yeah, you still owe me, and it makes the person feel small, to be honest. And like, what's really, I get it. Money can solve a lot of things. I totally understand that, you know, but I also feel like not everything is about that.
I think if she had nothing, I think she should have taken it. Because at that point, why not be up?
Yeah.
Why not be up in a world that's like already hard to get ahead in? Why not be up and then literally do your life and do it better and make him regret? You know, you could, I don't know.
I guess you can think about it in so many different ways.
I think the circumstance dictates that decision.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, yeah.
From what you're telling me, it seems like.
Yeah, definitely.
Because most people who are shook up, it seems like, where there's like real trauma, like they're not out there like talking about it.
No.
It's pretty quiet for a long time.
But I think in this generation now, I think people, like especially women, are braver than before, even men, because men never talk about their traumas, you know? And I think that it's becoming more, people have more and more courage, maybe because there's more support and understanding now. So they're more open about that. But you're right. Generally speaking, that's true.
Yeah.
People don't talk about these traumatic events because also our brain kind of shuts it off, and some people don't even remember it, or they know their brain knows how to like not think about it. That's the crazy part. But I think that I wouldn't take it even if I didn't have money in this situation now. I know that about myself. But you would take it?
I don't know. I think so. With my upbringing, if I was in her position and I had my upbringing in my life.
No, if you were in your own position.
No. If I was like in that situation
I
had my life in that.
Yeah.
Maybe. Because I don't. it is what it is. It's a phase of life. If you can come out from it, depends if I needed it. I think it's circumstantial for me.
Yeah.
I think it'd be circumstantial.
Yeah.
If there was something, but then I would have more insight though to it and the reason why I wouldn't take it. So that would change everything. Right now, based off of what I know,
you would take it. Wow. Yeah.
But what she's saying makes sense. I agree. Those are good points.
Yeah.
I think that's a very noble thing to do for the people that potentially could be ahead, and that to me is a red flag why you shouldn't take the money.
Yeah, I think that she was controlled, and therefore after she doesn't want to be anymore. That makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I think that makes the most sense, because even from what she said about like being in that house that he bought them, and like he bought her car apparently, those new Land Rovers or Range Rovers. No.
Defenders.
But
Land Cruisers. What?
Bronco? Yeah, some new.
Nothing though.
Yeah, it's like $100,000 apparently, right? That he bought for her, and then she's like, So when we broke up, I offered to pay him for the car.
Yeah, because it's not an expensive car.
Well, yeah, and also she doesn't want him to be like, I bought you a car, I bought you this, right? Like everything. And she's like, no. He said, no, that was like a gift. It's all good. But then apparently later...
Till the neck, yeah.
Apparently later he told her, like, give me back my car or something.
He seems like that kind of guy.
Yeah. I think everybody can get a little petty in fights and breakups and stuff like that. And, like, I didn't even talk about the little things that are huge in relationships where he was on dating apps. Like during their relationship, yeah, like you know what I mean. Yeah. It's not like those are the only things. No, she talked about it. If you guys want to listen to her story, she talked about it on her podcast. So, yeah, that was my juicy kind of TikTok story time that I saw this weekend. I thought I shared it with like a little bit of it with James. So we were like, no, we should save this and talk about it on our podcast.
Talk a little bit more.
Because we're really wondering what people would do in this situation.
If there's anything more exciting that comes up, then we'll
update you guys on it. But as of now, the two other BFF cast, the podcast members have made a diss track about him. And
he's a pretty big dude too, like pretty well known.
Is he?
Like his stat, yeah. He's a country. He's a star, man. He's a big time star.
Really?
Country game.
He was married too before.
To who?
Some girl he knew. Like they were married in 2019. This is right around the time he was getting famous. So they were married for 2 years, and then he got a divorce, and it was like same sort of situation.
Oh, so
with her, yeah. So.
Little baby.
Well, I think then there are so many words we can use to describe people like that, but I don't know the situation fully, so I don't know. I just thought it was interesting to turn down $12 million just so you can talk about your relationship if you wanted to. Because she's like, I have videos of him freaking out from the birthday.
Yeah.
Because her friends took them, and then the people who her podcast members were like, this is like key. Now we understand why his team has offered you 12 mil, because it's like, if he's been acting like that and you have videos of him, then it's like, and then she's like, after they did that, when I was on tour with him on his tour bus, when I was sleeping and he would come back from his concert, like sometimes it would take a long time, or they had parties, I guess. He would come back. He's like, while I'm sleeping on the bed on the bus, he would take videos of me and be like, this is what your friends do of me. Now I'm going to do that to you. Like weird stuff like that. Yeah.
All right.
Girls, choose wisely.
Good luck.
Good luck out there. We all need it.
Fight
it's
hard.
Godspeed. It's a tough world out there for dating right now. But I was telling James, I'm like, I think that girls who want real relationships, I have a serious advice for you. Do not go for athletes. I'm sorry to athletes. And do not go for celebrities. I'm actually not sorry. They can get anyone they want. And there are girls who want to have fun and, they don't mind. They don't care to have a relationship, and they want to have fun. those type of people should date celebrities and athletes and like people who think they're the best. I don't know how else to describe it. Like rich people, millionaires, billionaires, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And that should be like the rule of that. Like someone like her shouldn't, it's so sad, but don't put yourself in a situation where a celebrity thinks they can just walk all over you. You're just another human being. Relax yourself. You just sing a couple of songs and people scream at you and you think you're cool.
Who cares about you?
Who cares? Like you're literally the exact same as everybody else.
Yeah, you're just a man.
Yeah. So, and then there are girls who get really like, oh my God, like a basketball player, at a club was talking to me.
Yeah. Well,
okay. Well, watch out, actually. Awesome. Don't go near that guy, to be honest.
Get your pen ready.
Right. Exactly. It's just, if you're young and you're listening to this podcast and you're a young girl, those things don't matter. Don't put yourself in those situations. You might think it's cool. It's really not.
Make your own status.
Yeah.
Make your own status.
You as a human being with integrity and good choices, you're way more important than anything else. Just make good choices. That's it. Especially as a woman, because you are in danger, unfortunately, in situations like that with people who have power and money.
Yeah.
So
guys.
Yeah.
Young guys.
Oh my gosh. Now it's, I mean, it's always been like that, but now we know about it. That's why I say now guys should be careful. Everybody should be. If you want real relationships, don't go towards that. Let them date the fun girls who want to have fun and like don't care and all of that. I mean, that's sad for celebrities and athletes because that means they can never really have a family. But I feel like they deserve it.
I think if you're doing that kind of stuff, that's what you deserve.
Yeah.
You don't deserve it. You got to earn that rite of passage for people who are loving and caring and nurturing. You can't just have this. You can't have both without earning.
Yeah.
You've put all your time into fucking around, basically.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden
you want a wife and
want a
kids
wife who's like proper.
Too? Yeah.
Like you gotta work yourself into that position to be able to steward that relationship
or
properly
truly
and treat her properly.
Yeah, and truly see if you really want that, or do you just want it for your legacy?
Everybody. I'm not saying that for everybody.
No, of course not.
Like,
but
there's some good athletes and good guys who are just family dudes.
Are they?
Yeah. There's a lot.
I don't believe it. I know I'm sure there are.
It's
so hard to believe.
It is a culture. It is a culture, but there is quite a bit who are, because you got to think of these athletes. They're still the bench, and then the bench after the bench, there's still like that whole other part of the team that's just not known or status. They're literally just normal people, but they're at a professional level. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so I just think that when it comes to human beings with fame and like money and power, it's really hard for humans to not change, Yeah. Especially when you're a man and then you can be like surrounded by a lot of girls. I think it's very hard for men. I'm not sure why, but I think it is.
Girls hype you up. It was like, it's always nice when, like, when I was in high school or something and there's like a girl I had a crush on come watch her play ball or something. It's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's what
There's
it
so
is,
many
right?
memes about that. There's like guys dribbling so much.
I mean, that's all cute and fun and nice. I don't think that's bad.
But obviously. I think it translates.
Yeah, for sure.
Everything else.
For sure. Yeah, definitely. Well, thanks for listening, guys. We hope you enjoyed this episode.
Yeah.
Our juicy internet.
Somewhat juicy.
Yeah.
Somewhat
juicy. I just found it very interesting. Yeah. Okay. That she didn't take that. And I say good job. Yeah. Good for you. That's awesome. It's
kind of one of the few times we've heard that. So
yeah, that's very true. Because again, usually people just take it and start their life. They're like, yo, I don't care to talk about you. See you later.
Yeah.
For sure. Yeah. We hope you have a great week.
Yeah.
We hope you enjoyed this episode. Thank you so much for interacting with us and like talking to us about our podcast and messaging me on Instagram about it. We really appreciate you taking the time and listening. Share this episode with someone and see what your friends and family thinks and what they would do, you know, or just tell them, but share the episode too so they can listen or watch.
Do it all, guys. Do it all.
Like, subscribe, comment.
Sign an NDA.
Take the 12 mil.
Take 12 mil.
God
Sell
bless.
yourself out. God bless. Anyways, guys.
Bye.
Bye, guys.